Last week, we talked about why your favorite Mortal Kombat 1 character is great, and therefore hated by all of your opponents. So today, it's time to do the opposite, and point out why your character is bad. That way, you can downplay them the next time your opponent complains. That's right, today's video is about why your favorite character actually sucks. And just like last time, we're covering the entire roster. However, I'm going to go into more detail than before. So without any further ado, let's begin. Ermac, your combo damage is pathetic without the right cameo. No, seriously, we're talking actual booty cheeks without the right cameo. Plus, your one projectile has to be done in the air. That's kinda cringe. Everybody said you were OP, but barely anyone used you at Combo Breaker, so what does that say? Kitana, you have zero mix-ups at all, pretty much forcing you to rely on whiff punishes and strange setups with your fan Nato, and you only get played by people who already liked your character from previous games. Melina, you only have one mid attack and it's not very good, so just like your sister, you mostly rely on whiff punishes because your mix-ups are garbage. But hey, at least your combo damage is crazy high. Tanya, without the right cameo, you kinda suck. Your charge gimmick sounds really cool on paper, but barely anybody goes for it because why bother? Also, your gameplay is just kind of boring to watch in general. Rain, you got buffed like crazy in the last patch, but still barely get used at tournaments for some reason. But honestly, it's really hard to find flaws in your gameplay. You might be the first character I can skip because anyone who calls you lacking just does not understand the game. Smoke, your vapor cancels are next to impossible in a bad connection, which forces you to eat a full combo when you mess up the timing. Plus, your strings have tons of gaps and up block is your worst nightmare. Scorpion, after 6 months of waiting, NetherRealm finally gave you a mid that's safe on block. But guess what? It still kinda sucks. So just like before, you need the right cameo partner to not suck in this game. Reptile, you're not the best at anything. Your damage got nerfed recently too, for no reason. Your one mix-up is a very slow overhead that's also unsafe on block for some reason. No, seriously, like why is this move unsafe? It does no damage, NetherRealm, what are you thinking? Sub-Zero. Without Chameleon, you would be stuck in bottom tier. Your Ice Clone goes away too quickly, your Ice Ball is way too slow, and Deadly Vapor still robs you of combo damage, making all three of these attacks basically useless. And that's like half your moveset, so RIP. Li Mei, your attacks are so stubby that T-Rex arms look good by comparison. Also, your best combo starter is useless because it's unsafe on block and everybody expects it. If I worked at NetherRealm, I would make the second hit safe but hit high. Very similar to Scorpion and a couple other characters. Kenshi, you're kinda slow in some situations and basically need your clone to do anything cool, which means that everyone plays your character the same. And after a while, that gets boring. Also, most players hate you at this point because your gameplay hasn't evolved at all since launch. Baraka, your combo damage was nerfed way too much, so basically nobody plays you anymore unless they love your character. But hey, at least Cyrax got buffed and that kinda helps you out. Good luck on getting any actual buffs for your character though. Garrus, your character is too complicated to be worth the effort, which sucks because your gameplay is quite creative and fun to watch. But at the end of the day, most players don't want to memorize a glossary of attacks and strategies just to win. Omni-Man, you don't have a good projectile, which means you rely on cameos just to get close and go for a mix-up. You're definitely still a great character, but Season 2 of Invincible was kinda mid. Peacemaker, your damage got nerfed, but still everybody plays you anyway. You were dominating at Combo Breaker, which means you're likely doomed to be hated for all time. Even Sonic Fox complained about you on Twitter, and that was after the nerfs. Shang Tsung, your young man form is practically useless and you have no mix-ups at all, which means you rely on whiff punishes and constant projectile spamming from afar. You're not a bad character, but barely anybody plays you anyway. General Shao, where the hell are your mid attacks? No, seriously, do you only have high attacks? Enjoy getting punched in the crotch over and over again because it works really well against you. Plus, your Movado combos got nerfed, and that definitely sucks. Sindel, your combo damage is kinda low, and you rely on cameos to do anything cool. Without Kung Lao, would anybody even play you at all? No, seriously, would you just disappear from tournaments? Reiko, your command grab sucks without the right cameo, which is pretty lame for a grappler. But NetherRealm hates command grab, so what are you gonna do? Also, General Shao stole your thunder, which is ironically accurate to the game lore, and I find that hilarious. Raiden, your damage got nerfed big time, and your mix-ups are non-existent, which is why every player that uses you just goes for your cheap chip damage. But even that sucks if your opponent knows how to flawless block. You'll always be popular, but man, your gameplay is so boring to watch. Liu Kang, your mix-up game is also terrible without a cameo. In fact, if you didn't have a cameo partner, you would never escape mid-tier. You're not even the best zoner anymore because DLC characters stole that title from you. So despite being a literal god, you're more cliche than ever. Johnny Cage, downplaying how great you are in this game is gonna be a challenge. But I'll do my best. Your frame traps aren't as good as before, which means you rely on cameos a lot more than you had to in the past. But honestly, you're still a very strong character character, and anybody who loses with you deserves to get teabagged. Kung Lao. You have this large array of special moves, but only get to use a couple of them at high level. Your wake-up attack is a massive crutch, and NetherRealm knows that, which is the only reason it has not been nerfed yet. Ashra. Yeah, there is no roasting this character. She's amazing at everything, and doesn't even need cameo characters to be top tier. So expect to see tons of Ashra players at EVO, because she's just that good, and I can't even roast her. Well, there was that one time that you got mistaken for Devora, so yeah, you ugly. Nitara. You're the opposite of Ashra, which makes it ironic that you're next to each other on the character select screen. You have no mix-ups without cameo partners, everything you do is unsafe on block, you're the only character that can't combo off throw, and despite being able to fly, you aren't that good at counter zoning. I honestly feel bad for you, so fingers crossed that NetherRealm buffs you in the near future. Havoc. Without Movado, your mix-ups kinda suck. You rely on gimmicks to get any wins online or even at tournaments. It seems like somebody at NetherRealm is afraid of accidentally making you OP, which is why you never get any buffs. Quan Chi. You are hilariously slow. Even your down 1 is slow. Your armor attack kinda sucks too, which is why you rely on zoning and mix-ups, but just like Garrus, most players avoid using you because you're too complex and hard to master. Homelander. Your combo damage is surprisingly low, and if NetherRealm removes your flight glitch, it's going to get even lower. Also, where are your mid attacks? Did General Shao teach you how to fight or something? At least your gameplay is really fun to watch, and ironically, your combos are hard to master, unlike in the show where you never have to try at anything. Alright everyone, there you have it, why your favorite character sucks in Mortal Kombat 1. So make sure to share this video with all of your haters to remind them that your character's not actually that great and you did require skill to win. At the end of the day, every character in this game has something cheap about them, but they also have some big weaknesses, except for Ashra. Believe it or not, videos like this take the entire day to make, and I'm not kidding. You gotta start off by writing the script for every single character, you gotta brainstorm all that stuff, then you gotta actually record it, do all the splicing with the voice to cut out all the dead air, but then you gotta capture all the gameplay, and that's what really takes forever. Thankfully, I play all of these characters, so I don't need to do much research or practice, but still, it takes a long time to capture footage for every single character in the roster because this game's got a lot of people to play. But honestly, all that effort is worth it because last week's video did well and you all seem to really enjoy it, and I want to give my viewers what they crave. I want to give you videos that are entertaining and make your day. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.